Hello everyone, welcome Group 2. My name is Nyoman.
And my name is Steven Schneider. And in this video, we're going to explaining about the PSAK 14 about inventories.
Okay, PSAK 14 about inventory. So, PSAK 14, first of all, the objective of this PSAK is to prescribe the accounting treatment for inventories. And the primary issue in accounting for inventories is the amount of cost to be recognized as an asset and carried forward until the related revenues are recognized. The standard also provides guidance on the determination of cost and its subsequent recognition as an expense, including any write-down to net realizable value, and it also provides guidance on the cost formulas that are used to assign cost to inventories. Next, the scope of this PSAK 14. So the standard applies to all inventories except the financial instrument, which is explained in International Accounting Standard or IAS 32, which is financial instruments presentation, and IFRS 9 about financial instruments. Also, it excludes the biological assets related to agricultural activity and agricultural produce at the point of harvest explained in IAS 41 about agriculture. Also, the standard does not apply to the measurement of inventories held by producers of agricultural and forest products, agricultural produce after harvest, and mineral products to the extent that they are measured at net realizable value in accordance with well-established practice in those industries. The standard also does not apply to the measurement of inventory held by commodity broker traders who measure the inventories at fair value less cost to sell. When such inventories are measured at fair value less cost to sell, changes in fair value less cost to sell are recognized in profit or loss in the period of the change. Next, the definition about the PSAK 14. So, inventories are assets, which is the industry is held for sale in the ordinary course of business. Second, in the process of production for such sale. And the third, in the form of materials or supplies to be consumed in the production process or in the rendering of services. And inventories encompass goods purchased and held for resale, including like merchandise purchased by a retailer and held for resale, or land and other property held for resale. Inventories also encompass finished goods produced or work in progress being produced by the entity and include materials and supplies awaiting use in the production process. Okay, next, the measurement of inventories. Inventories shall be measured at the lower of cost and net realizable value. Here is the measurement of inventories, which is cost of inventories, cost formulas, and net realizable value. Okay, cost of inventories. The cost of inventories shall comprise all costs of purchase, cost of conversion, and other costs incurred in bringing the inventories to their present location and condition. This cost consists of cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and other costs. The cost of purchase of inventories comprise the purchase price, import duties, and other taxes. For other taxes is other than those subsequently recoverable by the entity from the taxing authorities. And after that is there's transport handling and other costs directly attributable to the acquisition of finished goods, materials, and services. Trade discounts, rebates, and other similar items are deducted in determining the cost of purchase. Okay, next, the cost of conversion of inventories include costs directly related to the units of production, such as direct labor. They also include a systematic allocation of fixed and variable production overheads that are incurred in converting materials into finished goods. The allocation of fixed production overheads to the cost of conversion is apps on the normal capacity of the production facilities. Normal capacity is the production expected to be achieved on average over a number of periods or seasons under normal circumstances, taking into account the loss of capacity resulting from plant maintenance. And last is about the other costs. Other costs are included in the cost of inventories only to the extent that they are incurred in bringing the inventories to their present location and condition. Examples of costs excluded from the cost of inventories and recognized as expenses in the period which they are incurred are abnormal amounts of waste materials, labor, or other production costs. Then storage costs, unless those costs are necessary in the production process before a further production stage. Administrative overheads that do not contribute to bringing inventories to their present location and condition. And the last is selling costs.
Okay, the next one is cost formulas. The cost of inventories of items that are not ordinarily interchangeable and goods or services produced and segregated for specific projects shall be assigned by using specific identification of their individual costs. Okay, so this is the cost formulas. We need to determine which are the inventories not interchangeable, and which are the goods or service produced and segregated for specific project. If yes, there are specific costs. Specification identification cost is used for unique or specific items, such as goods set aside for a particular project. Each item cost is directly traced to it and not suitable for interchangeable items because it could manipulate profit or loss. And the second one, if there are no not interchangeable and no produced and segregated for specific project, there is cost formula. For interchangeable item, we can use FIFO or first in first out or weighted average cost. The same method should be applied consistently to inventory of similar type and use. Different methods can only be used for inventories that serve different purpose within the company. For example, in different business segments. Location or tax rules alone don't justify a change. Okay, there are two types. The first one is FIFO or first in, first out. The oldest the oldest inventory first bought or produced is considered sold first, leaving the newest inventory as unsold. And the second one is weighted average method. Costs are averaged over all similar items. The average can be updated periodically or after each new shipment. The next one is net realizable value. Net realizable value is represent the amount expected from the sale of inventory after deducting the cost to complete and sell it. Inventory costs may become unrecoverable due to damage, obsolescence, price declines, or increased completion or selling costs. In such case, inventories are written down to NRV, ensuring they are not carried at amounts higher than what can be realized. This is typically done item by item. Although grouping similar item may be appropriate for related inventory, such as those in the same product line produced and marketed together. Broad classification, example for all finished goods, are not suitable for written downs. NRV estimates are based on reliable evidence concerning the price or cost change that confirm condition at the reporting date. The purpose of inventory also influences NRV. For instance, inventory held for firm to sales contracts is valued at contract price, while excess quantities are valued at general selling price. Material used in production are not written down if the finished products they contribute to will sell at above cost. However, if material price decline and result in finished good being valued below cost, materials are written down, often based on their replacement cost. NRV is reassessed each period, and if conditions improve, for example, the selling price are in, in rise, written downs may be reserved, but only up to the original written down amount. This ensures inventory is carried at the lower of cost or updated NRV. So the next one is recognition as an expense. When inventories are sold, their carrying amount is recognized as an expense in the same period as the related revenue. If inventories are written down to net realizable value or NRV or loss, the corresponding amount is also recognized as an expense in the period it occurs. If there is a reversal of a previous written down to an increase in NRV, the reversal reduces the expense in the period of reversal. If case where inventories are used to create other assets, such as self-constructed property, plant or equipment, their cost is included in the value of that asset. These costs are then expensed over the useful life of the asset. This ensures proper matching of inventory cost with revenue and usage. The next one is disclosure. The financial statement must disclose the following information about inventories. There are four types: the accounting policies, carrying amount, expenses and written downs, and pledge inventory. The first one is accounting policies. The accounting policies is the measurement policies and the cost formula used for inventory. The second one is carrying amount, which is the total carrying amount of inventories and their classification. Example like raw materials, work in process, and finished good. And the carrying amount of inventories valued and fair value less cost to sell. The third one is expense and write-downs. The amount of inventories recognized as an expense, typically cost of sales during the period. Any inventory write-downs recognized as an expense. The amount of any reversal of a write-downs and its impact on the expense, and the events of or circumstance that led to the reversal of the written down. And the fourth one is the pledge inventories. The carrying amount of inventories pledged as security for liabilities. This disclosure help users of financial statement understand inventory valuations, expense, and change in inventory classifications. The cost of sales include inventory cost previously measured, unallocated production overheads, and abnormal production costs. It may also include distribute costs or other amounts depending on the entity's circumstance. Entities using a different expense classification format, such as network of expense, disclose raw materials and consumables, labor costs, and other costs, and net change in inventory for the period to provide clarity.
So before was our explanation of Pesaka 14 about inventory. Hope it helped you guys. Thank you.